Hello, I'm Marta, and I would like to start the podcast. So the podcast will be about cinema, mostly about vintage movies from the past eras, but trying to make conversation about them in a way that we could connect with them, connect the world that is now, the world of the movies. Also, looking at them in a different perspective and making them spark creativity in you and within myself also, because I've been struggling with creation. Creativity was always there, but creation and acting upon the certain ideas that I had in my mind was also a big issue for me for a long time. And this is the way for me to control it, to make it a way better, to improve myself and to improve my skills by helping you. And by starting this podcast, along with these discussions about cinema, discussing what are the classics, how they can be perceived, and by what means they can be understood as classics, I want to also not be alone and not only talk about my experience and my discoveries, but I will also invite some of the guests, invite that I admire, that I worked with or I would like to work with in the future, experts in different fields regarding cinema. But also this cinema podcast will be revealing fields that are connecting and must be deepened, in a sense that while trying to uncover some unique features of the cinema, we need to take into consideration anthropology, philosophy, language studies, a bit of history. So I'm going to be also diving into this topic. I want to give these discussions, these conversations, new way to get to you. These films that I will be discussing, all the certain ideas behind them, I want to give these films new life, create a revival for them, in a sense. I haven't decided upon the name yet, so you have to bear with me for now, but there are many ideas and I just want to start the podcast first, and then the idea for the name will reveal itself in a process, I believe. So I would like to start why I think the cinema, the seventh art, is so important. The power of the seventh art, okay? In the vast tapestry of human expression, there exists an art form that transcends mere entertainment. It's a medium that not only entertains, but also enlightens, challenges, and ultimately shapes the very fabric of our existence. This art form, known as cinema, is often referred to as a seventh art, a distinction that highlights its profound significance in our cultural landscape. Not only the landscape, but culturally speaking, our ideas, our decisions in life, our perspective on different things, it can shape our values as the core of our existence, the core of our belief. At its core, cinema is way more than a moving image projected on a screen. It's a mirror that reflects the human experience in all its complexities. Through the storytelling, visual imagery, and sound, cinema has the remarkable ability to evoke emotions, provoke thoughts, and transport us to worlds beyond our own. It is a vehicle for empathy, allowing us to step in the shoes of characters from different walks of life and gain a deeper understanding of the human condition. But what sets cinema apart from other art forms is its unique ability to provide catharsis. And this is where I want to stop for a bit, because it might be understood as something that happens every time. Also, this topic of catharsis, term coined by Aristotle, is important not only for the seventh art but also for the human existence and its ability to experience catharsis. We have this unique ability, and no other species on earth can do this. This is something so unique that makes us feel, not really, maybe not understand, but feel and experience something so deeply. Might be not understood by ourselves, but might be just a feeling that gives us sense of direction, drives us in our lives in a direction that we wouldn't believe it exists. So by experiencing this catharsis, these emotions that overflow our bodies, that might be not easily perceived, not easily understood, when we engage fully with the art of cinema, we are not merely passive observers. Oh God, we are not. If we are fully immersed in the experience, we let ourselves be fully immersed. Because this is also my decision. If I go to the cinema and I decide, okay, I'm gonna give it a go, I'm gonna open for the experience, I'm gonna open for the ideas that might overflow to me, might be passing through me, and I'll just let it stream to me and project, and then maybe connect with my experiences, with my thoughts. But I'll be just there and experiencing, letting the film paint and connect the dots. So I will be a canvas to receive all the information, to receive and let them project onto me, onto my experiences. Going beyond that, we are, as I mentioned, the passive active participants of this shared emotional journey, especially when we are in cinema with others, and this is a shared experience that other people's reactions, other people's feelings may also project into our experience. So we are united in this experience, but we also experience the experience of cinema in individual ways, but all connected with each other. So whether we laugh, cry, or feel a sense of awe, the emotional impact of cinema leaves an indelible mark on our psyche. And this is where I would like to a bit uncover this idea. The cinema changes, of course, as every art form, but we as humans, we grow, we get older, we get younger in our souls, for example, but we never stay the same. It's all the journey. From my personal experience, it's like when I'm coming back home, I know exactly how my home looks like, how I think I'm gonna feel there, who can I can expect over there. But when I really go back home after being away for some time, I always experience this. Of course, there's another idea behind what is home to us, but let's go. Let's leave this thought for now. But let's focus on the on this analogy for now. That when I'm coming back home, I feel different and I perceive reality in a different way. Why? Because I've been changed. With all the experiences that I've gained and I came through, they shaped me. My vision has changed. Although home might have not, but I changed. Therefore, my experience of the same, something that I would consider as a stable thing, stable notion, feeling, it is not. And it's quite sad, to be honest, but it's also beautiful, unspeakable beautiful. And it's the same with cinema. We can watch a movie that we remember in childhood that shaped us, and we know the dialogues, we know the characters, we identify with certain characters so strongly that it reminds us of our ideal existence, ideal happy place, catharsis, ideal heaven on earth. Of course, by just watching this movie we go back to these times of happiness. So when you revisit this experience, when you want to watch the movie again, the same movie, the experience is going to be way different. It's not like the film is changing. No, it stays the same. But in a way it's changing. In our head it's changing. In our imagination and experience it changes. Because we perceive it in a completely different way. So the cinema is art of a change, I would say also. It is so profound. It's the most profound, most influential art form that exists. I don't care about artificial intelligence and nothing about this. I'm talking about cinema at its core, at its origins. I believe it was so important from the beginning, this art form, that it cannot be changed. Even if the times are changing and our lifespan, our ability to concentrate in a shorter period of time, when the cinema is moving us, when the cinema is well made, I'm going to be uncovering in the next chapters, in the next episodes of my podcast, then we are happy, then we are in our happy place in this certain moment. So considering this experience, for example, when we sit in a cinema, in a theater, surrounded by strangers, from one point of view, we're not really surrounded by strangers, but friends in our experience, I would say. Because we decided to go to this cinema and share this experience together, even if we didn't know each other. But we share this, maybe the passion, maybe the curiosity. We share this experience. So the boundaries between us disappear. And also being surrounded and sitting in this darkened theater makes us transport to another world, if we let ourselves to do that. The boundaries between reality and the fiction blur, allowing us to lose ourselves in the narrative unfolding before us. The collective gasps, laughter, and tears serve as a reminder of our shared humanity, forging connections that transcend the limitations of language and culture. However, the advent of home entertainment has introduced the new dimensions to the cinematic experience, one that raises questions about the nature of our relationships with this art form. While the convenience of streaming platforms allow us to enjoy a vast array of films from the comfort of our own homes, it also poses a challenge to a communal aspect of cinema. Watching a film alone, in its solitude of our own living rooms or bedrooms, any space, but just alone, might be also lonely. Lacks this sense of shared experience that comes from being part of the audience. Lacks this sense of unity and the ability to perceive this as a friends group, something that feeling might be projected into another person also. It might be even not perceiving the certain scene in a similar way. I might laugh, it might make me laugh, and the other person might be crying. So my reaction would be straight away, okay, what happened that this person reacts in this way? This film is moving, but do I share this experience? And maybe if I don't, why I don't? This is constantly creating this critical thinking in my mind, but it's kind of subconscious because it's a shared experience, but also an individual one. Despite all the differences, the cinema, the essence of it remains unchanged. Whether watched in a theater or at home, the power of storytelling is to inspire, is to provoke, and this illumination endures, and it will endure forever, I believe. Each frame is a canvas upon which filmmakers paint their visions, inviting us to see the world through their eyes, and in doing so expand our own horizons. But I also mentioned I can see it from a different perspective, as we are the canvas. We are not blank canvas, because we have also our experiences that been already on the canvas, painted, but through these filters we are being painted again and again. I would like to finish this speech, finish this first episode by stating and believing that cinema is way more than a pure entertainment. It's a window into a human soul. It's a testament to our capacity for imagination, empathy, and introspection. As we embark on this journey through the realms of vintage cinema, let us remember the profound impact that this art has had and continues to have on our lives. In the flicker of a projector and the sweep of a camera lens, we find not just entertainment, but enlightenment. So, let us embrace the magic of cinema. For it is through the power of storytelling that we discover our shared humanity and we connect with the timeless truths that unite us all. Okay, it was very nice to talk to you. Sorry about reading some of the parts, but I've written a lot and I had to go with the flow, try to make it as concise as possible because I'm not used to talking to the camera. But okay, see you in the next one, and I hope you find this podcast as a way of maybe not escape, but also escapism is okay. Don't worry, I do it too, and this is also the part of cinema and the part of podcasting, I would say. Let us just coexist in this shared experience and be inspired by others. Let us embark on this journey together. Thank you for listening, and see you in the next one.